Hi, I'm Tim Dowd, and we're here at New York Comic Con, and I'm here with Chris Powell, CRO of Lone Star Comics and MyComicShop.com. Chris, can I say hello to the folks at home, please?
Howdy, how are you?
Now, Chris, you're here. You just spoke in a panel about promoting in-store promotions and all that kind of thing. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, what we were covering, Comics Pro organized the talk this morning to help retailers who need to jazz up their in-store promotions and events. And the main focus was that it doesn't do any good to set up a great event if nobody shows up. And so we did a lot of talking about, how can we promote using Facebook or, Twitter and in-store things like mailing lists. And, but at the core of everything is that the event has to be fun and it has to be well organized or the event won't go off. And so, we talked about the best ways to sort of plan for that and to make sure that you're accomplishing something by doing these events and not just spinning your wheels.
I don't want to hold you here and have you do the whole speech again, but if you could, just the quickest viewpoints on it.
Probably the main things that I covered were the need to have a budget for an event ahead of time. We maintain a calendar of events going about 6 to 8 months out because sometimes there'll be things that'll be in the same week and we don't want to have a bunch of overlap that would distract from one event from the other. And so if you use those tools to plan and you budget and you know exactly how much am I going to spend on advertising, am I going to need to buy refreshments, do I need to have extra staff on hand, then that'll really give you an idea, okay, here's what my target for this event is. I don't want to spend more than $250 because the expected return is less than that. So you really have to plan those things out because those expenses can get away from you if you're not careful.
Gotcha, great. Now, are there any advice you'd give to other, this whole thing is advice you'd give to comic book store owners, but how did you discover a lot of this information?
I've been in the industry 21 years. Some of it was trial and error. With the advent of Facebook, it's actually made our lives a lot easier. If you are having an event, you need to set it up as an event in Facebook that you can then use to run Facebook advertising that you pay for, or you can post the ads on the creator's website if it's a creator signing, the publisher's website if it's to promote a specific product. And over the years, we've just sort of ironed out the best ways to do that. But, say 10 years ago, we were really flying pretty blind. And the internet has made promotions a lot easier for everybody, and we've definitely benefited from that.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, your panel was very, very well attended. So well attended, in fact, that we couldn't get in. So instead of editing this with images of you giving your speech, it's just me and you. So
well, that's all anybody wants anyway.
Well, obviously. So, but for those who missed the presentation, is there a book, a website, any way that people can find this information out that you're putting out there? Or?
Yeah, we'll be making all of the materials available on the Comics Pro Mentoring Forum. If you go to comicspro.org, it's a retailers organization for current retailers and also for people who want to open retail stores. And there's a forum where sort of veterans like me who've been in the industry a long time will answer questions and give advice. And that's usually the best way, because that's also a good way to bounce ideas off of. There's about 75 people in there who can give advice because all my advice isn't going to work for every situation. And so it's nice to be able to bounce an idea off a whole lot of people and get 5 or 6 different views and choose the one that's going to be the best fit for you.
All right, great. Thank you very much for your time. I am Tim Dowd, this is Chris Powell, and we are on The Take.